We are creating a world where traditional ecological knowledge and Western science are equally respected and applied to address the biodiversity crisis, and by extension, the related threats to human health and well-being.
A world where Indigenous peoples and local communities are supported in protecting eons of evolutionary information stored in the DNA of plants, animals, and fungi, using both traditional methods and newly developed techniques.
A world where genomic and resources, as well as locally led conservation initiatives, receive funding at the same time.
This is our world at Wise Ancestors, a global nonprofit on a mission to protect Earth's genetic future by advancing genomic research and traditional practices through co-developed projects with Indigenous peoples and local communities for biodiversity conservation. Our nonprofit was founded in 2022 by a small group of scientists from the University of California, Santa Cruz and San Diego campuses. Their expertise spans from the fields of conservation genomics and genome sciences to ecology and evolutionary biology, cosmology, anthropology, and indigenous futurism. They all want to do more to slow the extinction rate, which is now estimated to be 1,000 to 10,000 times faster than the natural rate, but also want to address the root cause of the crisis. It became clear that their ambition to sequence as much of the living world as possible before it disappears under the pressures of colonialism, industrialization, and consumerism must be grounded in meaningful inclusion of Indigenous peoples and local communities from the outset. They realize that Indigenous peoples and local communities are the ones who have stewarded lands and waters in harmony with nature, creating complex socio-ecological systems for millennia. And in order to have any chance of slowing extinction and restoring biodiversity, we need to work together. That is why each Wise Ancestors initiative, or as we call them, conservation challenges, are co-developed with Indigenous peoples and local communities, and also provide funding to support them in protecting and restoring biodiversity on their terms.
Every conservation challenge is centered on what the community wants and needs. Sometimes communities find us through our website or social media, and sometimes we meet in person at global and smaller regional conferences. But we always start with a conversation, where a team listens and learns from the community leaders, local scientists, and/or tribal representatives. They tell us which species they're interested in and how we can best support them. Our intention is to braid cutting-edge biotechnology with traditional ecological knowledge and a decentralized scientific approach that is carried out on our first-of-its-kind platform, where conservation challenges are openly communicated, funded, and coordinated. We're strongly committed to supporting Indigenous data sovereignty, as Indigenous peoples and local communities should have the final say on how biological and cultural data of the plants, animals, and fungi in their territory are used. Free, prior, and informed consent is a must, and so are mutually agreed terms, all of which are a part of creating each of our conservation challenges. Through our partnership with the NGO Local Context, we will support communities who want to attach traditional knowledge and biocultural labels to their data to ensure that they decide how the biological data are shared and used.
We believe conservation shouldn't just happen in labs or institutions, but with full participation and leadership of those who live closest to nature. We seek to reframe conservation to highlight the deep relationships Indigenous and local communities have with other species and ecosystems. Our decentralized model makes research more open and transparent. Anyone can help fund projects and apply to be a scientific collaborator. This is conservation for the future, inclusive, holistic, and grounded in honoring traditional ecological knowledge alongside advanced genomics technologies. We are proud to be affiliated with the Earth Biogenome Project, contributing to the global moonshot of sequencing all of Earth's eukaryotic life in the coming years. We honor knowledge built on millennia of experience and are mindful of the impact our actions have today and for future generations. Through collaborations across diverse knowledge systems, we are addressing the global biodiversity crisis, one species at a time, one community at a time.
We invite you to learn more on wiseancestors.org and engage with us on social media. We can't wait to hear from you.